action embarked upon by the cattle and foodstuff dealers under the aegis of the Amalgamated Union of Foodstuff and Cattle Dealers of Nigeria has driven up prices of beef, food and vegetables in the south. The group, an affiliate of the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC), commenced a nationwide strike on Thursday following the expiration of a 7-day ultimatum given to the federal government to attend to their demands. The union demanded the protection of its members, payment of 475 billion naira compensation for lives of members and properties lost during the EndSARS protests and the Shasha market crisis in Ibadan. It also demands the dismantling of all roadblocks on federal highways where their members are harassed and money extorted by the authorities. The strike entails closing all routes between the north and south for vehicles conveying cattle and food items. Such vehicles are stopped from reaching the southern region. Butchers in the south who still have stock have capitalized on the strike to hike prices, so have sellers in perishable food items shipped from the north. Lagos is one of the state's worst hit. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu had at the commissioning of a new semi-mechanized abattoir for cows and goats in Bariga recently said that the state consumes over 50% of animal production in Nigeria. A kilo of beef sold for 1,200 naira to 1,500 naira before the strike now sells for 2,000 naira. A basket of tomato which sold between 4,000 to 6,000 naira before now ranges between 13,000 to 15,000. The chairman of the United Butchers of Lagos State Abattoir Complex, Oko Oba in Agege, Abdullahi Ahmed, said that before the strike, about 1,000 cows were slaughtered daily at the abattoir, while close to 1,500 cows were killed on Saturdays. Now, we cannot slaughter up to 200 because there are no cows. What we are slaughtering are the one being reared here and they are small, he said. Ahmed told Daily Trust that the 3 cows he slaughtered on Saturday were bought at 630,000 naira. He said, I saw someone buy 1 cow at 900,000 naira on Saturday. The situation is very terrible, he said. It was also learned that less than 5 cows were slaughtered at Odoeron in Ojo cantonments on Saturday. Daily Trust observed that many have turned to fish while people who had planned to buy fresh pepper and tomatoes for storage purpose could no longer do so. Chineye Okorafor, a trader at the Agbara Market, a border community in Ogun State, said that dealers have resorted to hoarding goods at Shasha Market in Ibadan, where civil unrest resulted in the death of many people from the north and helped trigger the strike. Prices have also gone up. The market is a major destination for trucks conveying food items such as tomatoes, onions, and pepper from the north part of the country to the state. A resident of Agodi, Mrs. Yinka Ojebode, said, we know onion is just returning to its normal price, but the crisis in Shasha has also affected other soup ingredients. The Babaloja of Shasha Market, Chief Okpola Rashid, has denied reports that some Hausa traders have refused to return to the market. He said, this is strange to me. We all attended our prayers on Friday. A session was led by Imam Hausa, while a Yoruba Imam led another session. He said, a survey by our reporter in markets located in Port Harcourt, Oyigbo, and Eleme shows that tomatoes, onions, yam, and meat have gone up by at least 50%. At AK Oyigbo Market in Oyigbo, a set of custard buckets of tomatoes, which was sold for 400 naira, now cost 700 naira, while the prices of onions and yam have also gone up. A small yam tuber that costs 400 naira now goes for 800 naira, while a large yam size, which costs between 600 naira to 800 naira, now costs between 15,000 to 18,000 naira at LMA Market. A trader at My One Market in Port Harcourt, Musa Shehu, said many traders were hoarding their food items. In Imo State, prices have hit the roof. Our correspondent who surveyed AK Onuwa relief market, cluster market, Amakohia markets in all in Owerri discovered that most residents have turned to chicken as a protein source. Low activities at Shasha Market and Lagos State Abattoir Complex, Ukoba. This has also driven up the price of chicken. Old layers which go for 1,400 naira previously is now sold for 2,000 naira. As relief markets where foodstuffs from the north were offloaded, the prices of some items, especially fruits, have increased. A foodstuff dealer who gave her name as Mama Nkechi said that the worst is yet to come if the current trend is not halted. A kilo of beef in Akure, the Ondo state capital, has risen from 1,500 naira to 1,500 naira to 2,000 naira. Other items also affected are onions, tomatoes, beans, potatoes, and others. According to Mrs. Bukola Oyinlade, a basket of tomatoes sold for 2,500 naira as of last week has jumped to 10,000 naira. A sack of onion that was 9,000 naira is now 15,000 naira, while a bag of beans now costs 40,000 naira as against 36,000 naira. The situation is the same in Ogun State. However, the state chairman of the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeder Association, Abdullamin Ibrahim, said that its members are not part of the strike. In Benin City, Daily Trust observed that meat for under 500 naira is no longer available as a kilo of beef that sold for 1,300 naira now costs 1,500 naira. A cattle dealer, John Okumaye, said that they had not received order that there would be no supply of cow, but the prices is affected by the rise in the dollar exchange rate. But as from Monday, we will know whether there is a strike or not, because we usually get some supplies of cattle on Sunday, he said. The price of beans and sweet potatoes has also gone up, like a bag of onion now costs 20,000 naira against 13,000 naira. In Ekiti, a meat seller, Ganiyu Salau, said the cost of sourcing for the cows in nearby states like Kogi and Kwara has driven up beef price. Our correspondent in Uyo, Akwa Ibom, reports that food vendors and restaurant owners laments the high price of beef and other food items. A restaurant owner in the University of Uyo, Miss Afyong Ekpo, told our correspondent that she had been forced to buy goat meat at a much higher rate than usual, adding that beef is not available. Goat meat is now expensive. I bought goat meat on Friday and it was on the high side. Even since the strike was announced last week, the price of beef has skyrocketed, she noted. A reporter also observed that some food items such as potatoes are scarce in the market. Well, it is what it is. Let it continue like that. So I hope some southern governors or whatever they call themselves to go and negotiate so that they will pay them 475 billion naira. Let them stay like that now. Everybody, just like Afenifere said, that is a blessing in disguise. Everybody go back to this thing. They have the one that they have started it now, and now see that nobody is talking anything. I see, like some of them said they have not gotten any whatever that they said they should not bring food stuff, and some of the ones that want to bring food from the north because they heard about the strike, but they don't want to be part of it, and they stop them. And that's if it were to be the other from other region, the northerners will come out and say, oh, anybody has right to do whatever they want to do. They'll sell where they want to sell, to do their business where they want to do their business. But now they are not speaking because for the fact that they were stopping some people from not crossing to the south, it shows that they are not part of the. They are not interested because it is their own personal business they want to embark on, and you are infringing on their constitutional rights. That is how they are going to be telling you. If it had happened at the other side, they will say, oh, nobody should stop them, this and that. So since they have started it, people are talking about a separation, but now they have started it and they are making it easier as it is now. Who is going to suffer? Let them keep their this now. It's for everybody to begin to look other way around. They want to collect money, and those people who were really affected during the EndSARS, they should pay them. Okay, scarcity of food and hunger are classic weapons of war, and the northerners are deploying this strategy to force other regions to give in to their wicked demands. I hope every other region in Nigeria sees it for that for what it is and does the needful in order not to fall for their gimmicks. I believe that the South has enough land to produce these food items. One season of mass-scale farming is enough to shame the Fulani oligarchy. Come on, Southwest should stop any oil or fuel tanker going to the north. They should also stop federal government allocation that is got from the sales of oil and other commodities. Thanks the North for this wonderful move. This will help our dealers to invest hugely in agriculture. We cannot continue to be dependent on the North for every grain of rice and wheat. Our land is more fertile than theirs. We don't need irrigation or any other artificial source of water supply to grow our crops. Our own breed of cow is the best in Nigeria, unlike the tiny and malnourished Fulani cow. Well, I hope this will help to actualize the division of the country so that everyone will be on his own. I want the strike to go on indefinitely. Southerners should get ready. Now, people will believe that Nnamdi Kanu is a real prophet of God. Some years back, he advised and warned people from the south and south to stop depending on food items and animals from northern Nigeria because of their evil plans now have failed. This is a great opportunity for us to go back to our natural fresh food, native chicken, native goats and bush meat. Let the northerners eat their food. Necessity is the mother of invention. The South should seek alternative. They should enhance their agriculture, but in the meantime, since the North is diverting shipment of food items and cattle, they should import from neighboring countries. I just found out that I'm among the problem of this great country, Nigeria. If I leave everything will go back to normal and Nigeria will be great again. So I'm asking you all to join hands together and sponsor me. Let me leave this country. Oh my goodness, this person is not serious. Well, a coalition of middle belt groups comprising of youth, farmers and traders from Benue, Taraba, Plateau, Nasarawa, Adamawa, South Borno, South Kaduna, Southern Bauchi and Kebbi have disassociated themselves from attempts to block food supply to the south. According to its spokesman, Okpani Ode Akatu says, we from the Middle Belt state shall continue to do trade with our southern brothers. No amount of blackmail shall force us to part with Yorubas, Ijos, Igbos, Benis, and Ibibios. Okpani Ode further advised those that in support of the blockade not to toy the resolve of the Middle Belt in its stance. We call on all you that had plans to stop our foodstuff from going to the south should think twice before embarking on such wasteful venture. Ode continued, we will advise the core north to pursue peace and embrace ranching and other modern farming. Okay. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's know your thoughts on this. Thank you.